Welcome back, everybody, to Malik's Destiny, and today we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about our process on becoming first-time homeowners. All right, you ready? Let's get to it.
Okay, so first off, the name of the program is Habitat for Humanity, and we are doing this video because a lot of people have been texting us and calling us and just messaging us overall and asking us to for information on our house. So here y'all go. This video is for anybody who's interested, lives in Hillsborough County. Who want to have
everywhere because they kind of like nationwide or whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so we're just gonna tell y'all from, I guess, our point of view, like Hillsborough County, because that's the county that we stay in. But they are all over. If you live in a different state, like I know, this is a different city, but Jacksonville, I know they do it. I want to say Georgia does it. I know for a fact Delaware does it. All over, like pretty much everywhere pretty much does it. Even Mexico, and I didn't even think Mexico did it, but Mexico do it. So no matter where you are, this program can possibly work for you. You just gotta look it up and make sure that they have it in your state or your city. And so without further ado, let's get to it. So I remember the first time I even heard of the program, my mom was telling me like, oh yeah, we went through a program in Jacksonville. Because her and my dad, they had a house from Habitat for Humanity and when they lived in Jacksonville. And this was like over 20 years ago now, guys. But they had went through the program, and my mom was telling me like, okay, well, I don't know if they're in Tampa, but maybe you can find them in Tampa. And so my mom was just telling me about it. And then my husband came home and told me that his job had spoke of it as well. So we went online and we filled out like a mini application. And then I believe it was like the next week or so, they probably sent us an application in the mail after that. And once we got our application in the mail, we filled that out, and they set up a time and day to meet them at the office, the downtown office, East Jackson Street. So we went downtown and we met with them, and they told us all the things that we needed within that packet of paperwork and all the things that we had. They reviewed it, and then from that day on, they will tell you you have 30 days to whether they'll say you are denied or you're approved, or okay, maybe your credit's a little low, we'll work to get it higher. Whatever's going on with your paperwork, if you need something of improvement, they'll help you improve it and get it together. Am I missing anything from that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, so after they tell you about the paperwork in 30 days or so, they'll tell you approved, denied, or something that you're missing. Now, in 30 days, we had got approved, obviously. And then from then on, they found a location, a site, a home site is what they call it. And you get to say yes or no. Do you want to...
You got to do the intro.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Thank you. Okay, y'all. That's why I had him do this video with me, because, just in case I forget something, he's right there to help me remember, and vice versa. But, we did an in-home visit, I think it's called, something like that. I know some people in the program, they did not have to do an in-home visit, but we had to do an in-home visit. And that's where they just come and see what is your housing need, what's wrong with your current apartment or your current house or wherever you live, what's wrong with the current space that you're taking up. And so for us, we really didn't have a big need. But we had like a leakage from our AC or something like that. And the lady was like, it could cause mold, and I'm pregnant. I was pregnant at the time. And she was like, you're pregnant and it could cause mold and stuff over time. So you want to be in a better place. And so that was our housing need. But some people really do have things where their faucet and their drain and stuff is backed up, and the roof leaking, and windows broken because people shooting and bullets just everywhere. They have real housing needs, some major housing needs is what I should say. So you'll definitely qualify. And then there's an income thing that you have to pass. They'll say for this household size, here's the income. And I'll attach the paper at the end of this video, so that way, or either at the beginning, so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it'll say for a size household of one person, this is the income. 2 people, the income 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think you go all the way to 8 or 10 or something like that. And it'll say this is their requirement. So after you go online, you fill out the little mini application. They send you one in the mail. You meet and you get scheduled, and then you have the in-home inspection. And then after that, if you get approved, of course. If you get denied, they'll tell you why, and they'll help you work on it. If you say, I just want to work on it so that way I can reapply. But if you get approved, then you might have an in-home inspection. And then after the in-home inspection, they offer you a home site. You have a choice to say yes. If you say yes, they'll start building as soon as they can. If you say no, you get one more choice. And then, say you say no to that home site that they offer you, and you go to another home site, then you have to say yes to that, or you just don't get a home. So it's like one or the other, but they don't let you pick at the same time, if that makes sense. So yeah, the first one that they offered us, we was like, yeah, we taking it, because I didn't want to end up with something different in a different neighborhood that I wasn't really familiar with and stuff like that. So we just jumped on whatever they gave us the first time around. But obviously God had bigger and better plans for our lives, so we didn't even get that one. We ended up somewhere totally different. But yeah, we're happy with our home, to say the least. Like, we're very happy. Is there anything else with that process, really, besides building?
The sweat equity hours. You gotta do the first time homeowners classes.
Right.
I think that's really it. The homeowners, the sweat equity, which for like a married couple is like 375 hours. It might vary on like the location, but for at least Hillsborough County, it was like 375 for a married couple, and I guess for like single people it was like 300.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, y'all. What he talking about, sweat equity hours, that's just like doing work in the community and just getting hours for it, and then those hours go towards your house. So, but it has to be like from Habitat, like it has to be work that they set out aside. So before COVID, we were in the program, and the type things we were doing is they would have, like, you know how you go to a job fair and they set up the tables and stuff? It wasn't a job fair, but it was like some type of fair, like I guess an informative fair. I don't know what to call it, but they would have us go out there and set up a Habitat table, and people would walk past and we would just explain to them the program and how we are kind of in the program and what we're doing and what Habitat does as well, and just different things about the program. Because not only do they help you achieve your goal of home ownership, but they also have like volunteer hours. If you ever need to do community service hours for court or anything like that, you can do volunteer hours at their restores and different stuff that they have. If you ever wanted to donate your time there, you can donate your time, and just different stuff that they have. So we were doing like a fair where we were just being informative and letting people know about Habitat for Humanity, because a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people that think they know don't have the right information and think of it as, oh, it's just like a less fortunate program, or it's just like that's what they think of it, but it's not true. Yeah, Habitat the bomb. For us it was, shoot. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, the sweat equity hours, they just help you get your hours, and that goes towards your house. And like he said, for a couple it would be $375, or if you have more than one person living with you, it's like $375, not including the kids. But if you're a single person, then it's $300. Or if you're the only occupant, it's gonna be 300 hours. But trying to think, another sweat equity that we did, now this was after COVID, because you couldn't be around everybody and stuff. So after COVID, they would send us like a podcast, we would listen to it, write what we learned or something that was interesting to us, and then we would send it in, and that would be easy hours right there. She would be like, oh, that's 10 hours. And then with the both of us, that's 20 hours right there. So it goes fast. Don't let these numbers that we're saying scare you, but just know that, yeah, it's work, but once you finish, you'll be like, man, I really did that. And you'll feel like a sense of pride about yourself that, dang, I really worked towards something in life, and I really worked for this house instead of just it was handed to me. No, it's not handed to you. You actually working for it, and you feel better. Sometimes they'll even let you come and do construction on your own home. As I was saying in my last video, that we were out there supposed to be doing construction and they had canceled it for that area and we didn't know, so we was just enjoying our house and walking through the house before it was finished. But yeah, like they'll have you come and paint the walls. You can bring a friend. I know before COVID you could bring anybody you want. If you want to bring 30 people and say, I'll give y'all all pizza when we done, you could do that. But now due to COVID, things have changed. You can't really bring that many people, so it does take a little longer to get those hours, but it's worth it.
Also, with the friends and family that you bring along to get hours, they have like a set limit for outside help. So like, what was that number that friends and family could only go to? Was it like 100 or like 75 or something like that?
Oh yeah, between 75 and 100. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, so like they couldn't exceed that number. So if you want to bring out friends, family that help with you, that's fine, but they can only do up to so much work, up to so many hours. The rest is solely on you.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Yeah, so you have your hours, and what else after that? Just the building process. Whenever they done building your home,
I mean, that's really the whole
you're good.
process. Just the whole process consists of you doing your sweat equity hours, you doing your homeowners classes, getting those certificates.
Oh yeah, the homeownership classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always go online and do a class. They have this thing called Solito's House. They'll give you more information on where you could go to do them. But yeah, you get your homeowners, first time home buyers class done, and you're good. And that also goes towards sweat equity for the sweat equity hours. But yeah, so.
Yeah, and a lot of the sweat equity they give is like she said, some of us works like 10 hours, some of us works like an hour, some is 2, 5. I think the most we've done was up to like 10 hours a piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of hours to get,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, certain tasks, certain things that you have to do, it comes with like varying hours. So one day you're doing something for like an hour, and one day you're out here working on construction for like 4 hours. You're getting 4 to maybe like 7 hours a piece just for that. So I mean, yeah, and I remember like some podcasts we would do, or not even podcasts, but there was one where she gave us a paper. When we sat down at the office to talk to her, she said, this paper is going to be worth 2 points. Once we mailed it back to her, we signed the paper just saying that we give them permission to, build on our home site or something like that, or use our profile, us and our family story to share around or whatever, something like that. I can't exactly remember. I just remember it was a piece of paper and she said this is worth 2 points when you mail it back in. Once we mailed it back in, she gave us 2 sweat equity hours for that. So I mean, it's so easy, guys. It's not like you're just required to go get nails and a hammer and build your own home. Like, it's super easy, trust me. And I actually had people tell me, I thought we had to build our own house, that's why I didn't apply. Like, no, they're not expecting you to be a contractor and a builder and an architect and all these different people out here. Like, you don't have to do that. So don't listen to what you hear other people say. We telling y'all from our experience that you're not out there building your own house. Like, people are doing it and you're just helping. And so, most of the time you don't even have to help. Like, due to COVID, some of the sweat equity hours we haven't even been able to get out there and do because of COVID. So it's all changed now. It's probably gonna be all computerized by this time now, I would assume. So yeah, just don't listen to other people and what people say unless they personally went through it, because they can stop you from getting your blessing. But another thing, the home has 0% interest, so that's always a plus. You can't beat that nowhere. I know some people say, I got 2.5 interest on my house, but yeah, we got 0. So 0 beat 2.5 any day, so, and that's when you choose Habitat for Humanity. That's the only program out there that I know where you can get a 0% interest rate. So yeah. What else? So yeah, I think the what's the website so they can go on there. Our Lovebirds group could go on there. I think it's just habitatforhumanity.com, and you want to scroll down I think it's like on the left hand side of the site. You want to scroll down and look for, it's the information tab that it has like either homeownership and volunteering. You'll see it. It's I believe it's habitatforhumanity.com.
Okay, yeah.
Real simple to navigate, maneuver. There's nothing fancy at all.
Yep. So just go on that site, fill out the application, and I know another sweat equity. We didn't get this one because we referred people, but they got denied, sadly. If you're in the program, like say you guys go apply today or whatever, and such and such amount of time, you get approved. And then you refer your friend and your friend get approved. That's 20 sweat equity hours for you. So the hours go quick, so don't even worry about the hours. They come so fast. And then sometimes Habitat for Humanity will allow you to live in your house, be in your house when it's finished, and then you make up the hours later. So you don't have to worry about the hours. You get them try to get them as quick as you can. But if not, they're really lenient about it, and they'll help you get through it. So don't even worry about that. The main part is just having your stuff together so that way you can be approved. And they ask for like tax information. I know they ask, do you have any assets? And are you in debt? Is it hospital debt, like from a hospital or anything? And how much? Because if you exceed a certain amount, they probably won't qualify you. So it's just like different things. And then I know the 3 things I said before that qualify you is working or living in a certain county for at least a year, meeting the income for your family size, and then thirdly, having a housing need. You have to have a true housing need. Oh, my roof is leaking. Oh, this is going on. Overcrowded conditions. I'm living with my parents, their 2 sons, and me and my baby daddy and my 3 sons, and like overcrowded conditions. Like it's just too many people for this small place. Like, so.
That's the most important requirement, the need, because what they do, they help people get in better situations. So like, if it was, say we really didn't really have a need, like really what we had was, like she said, the leaking from the air conditioner unit, but also we were going to end up being overcrowded because we were moving in with her parents. So it's going to be her, me, my son, and like 3 others. Yeah. In one household. So just overcrowded in that household. That like really put us over the edge. So if you don't have like a big need, like to where it's like you can't survive without this house, you can't go without this house, then like, not to say they won't help you, but they're gonna look for the person that has that big need even more. Right. So that person who has that big need gets like, I don't want to say automatically bumped to the top, but they're like, they're more important because they really need this house. So that's the most important thing, the need factor. Right. And then of course meeting the income as well. Because if you make more money than what they're requiring you to, then you're probably not going to get approved. But there's other programs out there that you can try, so I hope that works for you. And even with the income, it also goes side to side with the credit. So depending on like where your credit is, that also can help or hurt where your income is. So like it just goes side to side with it. Yep. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can give you guys to help you guys? Okay, so here's another question that I hear people asking. How do you go about the bedroom sizes and bathroom sizes? So once you tell them your family size, they will say, okay, we can only give you a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and that's what they gave us. But it's based on your family size. Like I know one older guy, he's kind of older, like maybe 50s, 60s, 70s maybe, and he is single, so he don't need a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's just him, and he's older, so he's not having any kids right now or anything. He's done with kids, and so they gave him a 2-bed. Was it 1-bath or 2-bed? Okay, yeah, I know it was a 2-bedroom, but we can't remember the bathroom size. But yeah,
it's based on what you need, basically. Like he said before, it all goes back to your housing need. Like, they're really just trying to help people in need. And that's what we love about the program, because nowadays people are greedy and people are out here doing stuff for themselves and they're not out here trying to help you. But Habitat for Humanity does help, and they do help, and they want to help, and they're willing to help. And that's another thing we really liked about them, just the overall spirit they have. Everybody that worked there, pretty much. We ain't never ran into nobody that worked there that's rude or that's impatient. Everybody there is patient. They work with you and they actually care about you. They don't look down on you. Like, pretty much everybody there is, Caucasian and we're black, and they don't look down on us. They help us. I'm just being real, because you go certain places and they look at you like, well, we can't help you. But they was not like that with us. They were kind, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, they different type of people. And I think the reason why is because it's like a Christian-based program. So you could tell, like, the love of God is definitely in them, and they definitely want to see people succeed and come up and just be better overall and have a better life. And that's what they were in it for. And I appreciate everybody from the Habitat for Humanity's program and the whole staff. I just really appreciate them for just helping us and just putting us in a better situation. And I'm grateful. But I hope that answers everybody's questions. We're trying to think of anything else that we can. So that's why I'm just rambling on. Maybe something else will come to our minds and we could just better help y'all, because just like they helped us, we just want to spread the love and spread the help and be able to help somebody else, But I can't think of that.
Another thing is, say once you get in the program, I don't know if she's mentioned this before or not, but once you get in the program, say like you're working a job, $10 an hour at Walmart, you have to stay at Walmart,
right,
making $10 an hour. Now, with the income, that it can be a little flexible depending on where you're at as far as the what is it,
yeah,
I think so. So like, if she wasn't working during the time we were in the program, I could have pushed up to making $12 an hour, and we would have been still eligible for the program.
Right.
But if I were to take a job offer that had me earning anything more than 12, that would have been very detrimental to us, causing us to be booted out of the program, and nobody wants that at all. So a thing to remember, a thing to keep in the back of your mind, if you do go through with the program, you get accepted, and you're working a job where they say, hey, where you're at right now is fine, just stay there and be patient until the process is over with. Not everyone's process is as long as ours did. Just unfortunately, due to COVID and the furloughs that we had to go through, it took a little while longer. But like I said, just stay in there. Just fight it out to the end, because you don't want anything, and I mean anything, to mess you up. Like, don't be like, oh, this is the last week, we're closing next week, and I'm finna celebrate by go buying a brand new car. No, don't do that. Wait till after you close. If you're gonna do anything that affects your pay, that affects your credit score, that affects anything of that nature, just wait until after you've done, you've closed, you signed the paperwork, because like I said, that could be very detrimental, and you'll lose everything that you've worked so hard for up to that point. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
Right, y'all, right. He's speaking facts. Yeah, because since our process was so long and drawn out, we've experienced a lot through the program. And like he said, like, there was a couple furloughs, and that kind of made us like have to wait a little longer. And that's why we couldn't get the first house, which I was telling y'all about. But God had another plan, and thank God for the plan B. And I'm not talking about contraceptive or whatever it's called, contraception. I don't know, but I ain't talking about that plan B. I'm talking about thank God for the backup plan. Let me say that. That sounds better. let me thank God for the backup plan. That's what I gotta thank him for, because man, we really love this house, and this house is so awesome. It fits us so perfectly.
Facts.
We really enjoying the blessing. We just ride it out until we can't, like, as long as we can, you know. But we really enjoying the blessings that God has given us, and we just hope that we can help other people, especially young couples, especially black couples, being the minority, being young and being black and all that, you know. We just want to be able to help other people, so yeah.
We are 23 years old. We are first-time homeowners. I don't know if she's mentioned it yet, but we just brought her a new car, like, what, a week and a half, maybe 2
10
weeks.
days.
Yeah, 10 days after closing on the house. She has a new car outside in the driveway. So don't let a lot of people look at it as like, oh, I'm so young and I can't do this right now. Don't do that. Also, don't stress about being like young but feeling like you don't have it all together at this point. Don't do that as well. But yeah, just keep motivation. I'll tell you that. Keep motivation, and whatever you're doing, keep prayer, keep God first. Motivation, because for me it was like I knew I wanted to be a homeowner early on in life. I knew that I wanted to be situated, because I hate moving. So jumping from apartment to apartment, whatever the case may be, that's not me. And with my son coming into the picture, and you know, already with my wife, I just wanted to be able to produce a stable lifestyle for us. So just keep them out. You always gotta have motivation. They're my motivation. We got it done. We're 23 years old. Yeah, we got it done. You can do it too.
Yep. Oh, and let me tell y'all this myth. Oh, I need to have 20K saved up and 10K saved up to buy me a house. I remember somebody told us, okay, I need y'all to save this much, and we looking like, how in the world? We don't make a lot. Like, literally, our jobs is like $10 an hour, y'all, and that's just for now, because God doing his thing. But I'm just saying, like, we don't have the best jobs in the world. Like, our jobs don't pay us that much, you know. But it's okay, because we serve a God that owns everything. So anything he owns, we can have access to, which we do have access to. Hence how we got our stuff now and how we being so blessed. It's not our jobs that's paying for this stuff barely, because yeah, we don't make enough to keep up with this stuff. But yeah, we just trust and believe God, and we just go with what God tells us to do, you know?
Thanks.
So for real, y'all might think we just crazy or playing, but we dead serious. If y'all only knew, man. If y'all only knew. But yeah, we really just trust God with all this stuff. And like I said, you don't have to have all that money saved up. I mean, if you can save it, go ahead. I'm not telling you not to save. Don't listen to that. I'm just saying that don't think you have to have all the money to have nice things. If you just have faith in God and trust in God, and you just do what God tells you to do and be obedient and willing, then you can eat the good of the land. So yeah, basically how we got our house is like just what we told y'all. We had to put money down. There was money down. They'll tell you before you close how much money to put down. But as far as like the rest of our closing costs, y'all, we ain't have enough. And we was just, I don't know what we was gonna do, honestly. But but we, oh yeah, that's what we was gonna do. We was gonna do a loan and then pay it back later or something like that. On top of our mortgage. But y'all, they had called us back and was like, Merry Christmas, we're paying y'all closing costs. So Habitat literally paid the rest of our costs for us. I'm just saying, like, that just show you that we really ain't have it, but like God be coming through. So I don't know, that's why we believe in God the way we do, just because of all the stuff that he's done for us and showed us.
And even with the initial closing costs, what's good is like you don't have to have all the money up front.
Right.
If you have it up front and you want to go ahead and just get it out the way,
it's good.
That's good. Mm-hmm. But you have like the span of to closing, you know, to get your closing costs paid up. Mm-hmm. So they work with you. You can pay as little as you want, as much as you want, but as long as you get it paid, you're in the blue, you're in the clear.
Yep. I'm trying to think if there anything else we need to say. Got anything else?
The only thing I got left is, I mean, look forward to the next video because we do have a surprise for you guys. We do have a surprise for you guys. So just look forward to the next video.
Okay. Well, stay tuned, y'all. That's all we got. Thank you, lovebirds, for watching. We do appreciate everybody that subscribed to our channel and even, you know, give us the time of day and watch us. We definitely appreciate you guys. And like I said before, our goal is just to help people, help them get the knowledge that we were taught and that we learned early, so that way they can learn early and, you know, just have a better life overall. That's really our goal. We like being motivational and inspirational, you know. We like being a power couple, and we want to help other people become that power couple too.
Facts.
So so yeah, just keep on watching, stay tuned, and just take care, y'all. If you ain't subscribed, what you doing? Subscribe right now and hit the bell below so you don't miss nothing else that we post. Cause like he said, the next video we got a little surprise. Thanks for watching. Hi lovebirds, here's those requirements that I promised you guys. Go ahead and take a look over them, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.